San Diego, California, site of Super Bowl 32, but Qualcomm Park is not where the action is today. Instead, football fans are streaming inside of Cuervo Party Stadium in anticipation of Margarita Bowl 6. Hi everyone, I'm Mike Adamley on a picture postcard day here in San Diego. We've got sun, we've got sand, the surf just 2 blocks away, and what California's seen would be complete without a Baywatch lifeguard. And Laura's not just a pretty face, she's also quite a football fan, a helicopter pilot as well. And you're looking forward to this game.
Oh, this is very exciting. I've been a big fan of Doug Flutie since 1984 when he won the Heisman Trophy. So this is a very exciting event. Well,
Laura, enjoy it. Doug Flutie, just one of many NFL legends who have gathered here in San Diego for Margarita Bowl 6. Last year, the Legends won the game 30-26, and they are loaded for bear once again in 1998. For more on that story, my colleague and an NFL legend in his own right, Gary Danielson. Gary?
Mike, not a good enough legend to get in this big game because this is my 3rd Margarita Bowl. And you know, Mike, these things always start out pretty fun. Party atmosphere, but the Legends try to start leveling the field. This year it's going to be leveling the sand as the game quickly goes from fun to competition. And this year, like years in the past, it's been dominated by quarterbacks. Jim Plunkett, last year was Jim Kelly from Buffalo. And this year, maybe the best freelance quarterback of all time, Doug Flutie's with us. Doug, you're going from Canada to Buffalo. Is this like a decompression chamber today for you here in San Diego?
This is a good transition. I'm going to get used to the nice weather that we're going to have in Buffalo, and this is my transition game.
All right, one more question here. You've got good competition at quarterback. They've got plays and everything. How'd you get ready for this game with your Legend teammates?
Well, I made sure they all stayed out past 2 and that none of them could get up out of bed this morning, and now we're going to go out and try to work off that the little party and they did last night.
All right, remember, Doug, you got 4 downs here. Let her fly.
Oh, that's right, an extra down. All right, we will.
Okay, thanks, Doug and Gary. And with that in mind, let's meet the NFL legends. Here's PA announcer Sam Lagana.
Ladies and gentlemen, the living legends of the Cuervo Gold Margarita Bowl. At linebacker from the Oakland Raiders, 4 Pro Bowl appearances and 1 Super Bowl ring, the rookie of the Legends, number 25, Valpiano. At linebacker from the Miami Dolphins, a 1978 Pro Bowl selection, number 58, Bokamper. At nose tackle, Super Bowl rings from both the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants, number 64, Burt. At running back from the Denver Broncos, the first number 1 draft choice ever signed by the Orange Machine, number 44, fabulous Floyd Little. At running back for the Miami Dolphins, 2 Super Bowl rings, including a perfect 17-0 season, number 21, Jim Kick. Kick punt returner for the Houston Oilers and the Atlanta Falcons, the man who pioneered the end zone dance. 3 Pro Bowl appearances, Billy White Shoes Johnson, number 81. On the offensive line from the Saints, the Bills, and the St. Louis Cardinals, 3 times a Pro Bowl selection, number 66, the meanest man in football, Conrad Dobler. At running back from the New York Giants, Super Bowl ring in 1986, say hello to number 20, Joe Morris. At tight end from the New York Giants, 2 Super Bowl rings to his credit, number 89, Mike Bavaro. At running back from the San Francisco 49ers, the first player ever to rush for 1,000 yards and receive 1,000 yards in the same season, 3 rings, number 33, Roger Craig. At quarterback, soon to play for the Buffalo Bills, a 6-time most outstanding player in the CFL. Please welcome number 22, Doug Flutie. And the coach of the living legends, running back from the Dallas Cowboys, 4 times a Pro Bowl selection. Please welcome Tony Dorsett. the living legends against the defectors. The Margarita Bowl is about to begin.
The defectors are led by the most sought-after flag football quarterback in the country, Brad Corliss of Miami. Joining him, this list of players, number 25, Loy Wentworth, a man with a 35-inch vertical leap. Bill Flutie is Doug Flutie's brother, played wide receiver at Brown University. And these gentlemen qualified this morning at a mass tryout.
The Legends have won the toss. You may kick or receive.
We want the ball.
They're going to receive. You're going to kick. Which goal would you like to defend?
We will defend this goal.
The south goal.
Correct.
Defectors will defend the south goal and kick. The Legends will defend the north goal and receive. Good luck.
Legendary NFL referee Jim Tunney presiding over the coin toss. The Legends have won the toss and have elected to receive.
Brad Corliss, I think, went with the lighter sand to defend. You know, it's a little thicker on the other side. It's really a smart play by Brad right away.
Well, Gary, as you mentioned at the top of the show, the sand really is the one element that will keep the Legends in this game. It's funny, since Hall of Famers, as far as the Margarita Bowl is concerned, Jim Kick, Floyd Little, Billy Johnson, they have been to all 6. The Legends keep getting older, and the players who they go up against keep getting younger, so the sand very important.
It is, Sandra. It kind of level the field, I think, between the competition. But, Mike, we do have rules in this game. I mean, we might not adhere to them too much, but you can see you get a first down by passing one of these lines that are quickly becoming obscured here. We might need the Zamboni to come by. Quarterback can only run once every set of downs. No rushing on field goal kicks. And then you can see end zone taunting dance must be completed to get the points on the scoreboard. Also, one more thing, Mike. The rules are subject to change at any time.
Your whim, my whim, Jim Tunney's whim, and,
right.
and maybe Conrad's whim.
Well, Conrad's going to have his own set of rules for this game. I think the sleeper in this game is going to be Mike Bavaro, the tight end. In the past, you remember Russ Francis. The big tight ends are tough matchups for the flag football aficionados.
Back deep for the Legends. As we look at Mark Bavaro, there is Billy White Shoes Johnson and Roger Craig.
Nice duo back there, isn't it? White Shoes is going with the gloves on the beach. That's a new look.
A man who still competes in Masters track competition says he's capable of running a 10.7 in the 100 meters. Let's see what happens here in the sand in San Diego. Reversing his field and then flipping it off to Roger Craig, and Jim Tunney rules the ball dead back at about the, I guess there's a 20-yard line out there somewhere, Gary.
Jim Dutra came up with the flag just before the lateral was made over to Roger Craig. So Doug Flutie, as we talked about before, Mike, maybe the all-time freelance type quarterback.
You're wide out left. Line up tight and just drag across. Billy, wide right, run a comeback.
I'm going to try to roll right on one. We're going to try to roll right.
Yeah.
Roll right.
Boy, there's a play. Roll right. I'm going to try to get open.
I guarantee you, he'll probably use that quite a few times when he's with the Buffalo Bills.
Right.
His newest employer, the only active NFL player ever to participate in a Cuervo Margarita Bowl. And he does roll right. Flutie's got a lot of time and fires a bullet to Billy White Shoes Johnson. Good for a first down.
One of the things that people do not realize about Doug Flutie is he might not be big in stature, but he has a big-time arm. He's not just a roll-out and lob it guy. He can fire the ball.
Floyd's going to release weak side and go to the corner. Okay, same thing. On one.
See, the toughest thing about playing quarterback in a game like this is you got to spread the ball around. Everyone wants to catch it.
The center is Conrad Dobler. Kick and Floyd Little in the backfield for Flutie. Reverses his field, runs into our cameraman's got Little wide open. Oh, he Rumbo's stumbles. He had a touchdown, but tripped on the 2-yard line.
Well, there's no down markers there, but he had an easy touchdown, and they get it down to the 1. Kick, a Hall of Famer in this game. Floyd Little played in every one of these things.
Retired over 20 years ago after a terrific career with the Denver Broncos, as we watch Flutie one more time.
Doug kind of ran into the camera that time, got him straightened around, and Floyd Little crawls and doesn't make it.
One thing he won't have to worry about in the NFL, cameras on the field.
No, in the new television contract, that is going to be part of the deal now. We're going to have a camera right in the quarterbacks on the field now.
The Legends from the one, the handoff, the kick, and kick coughs it up, but recovers his own fumble before he gets in.
See, he coming from Canada, Doug Flutie ran a running play once every 3 games. He's not used to doing handoffs.
Let's try it again. If I think the hole's there, I'll give it to you. If I don't, I'm booting it. Okay, on one, right?
Little option play here, yeah.
The hole's there. I'll give it to you. If I'm not, I'm doing the bootleg. It's not there. Oh, he crossed us up. Craig wide open. Touchdown Legends. Again, they're picking on Kim Waldrop.
Roger Craig comes back to San Diego and haunts this city again. Once with the 49ers and now a touchdown. The Legends, that was pretty easy, wasn't it, Mike? Right down the field. I think Mr. Flutie knows how to play these backyard games.
Indeed he does.
Uh-oh, gotta dance.
Yeah, that's right. The touchdown doesn't count unless there's some kind of dance in the end zone.
And he's got to do it with the Baywatch. Let's see. Oh, that was weak, Roger. Not a lot of dancing out of Nebraska.
Flutie thought he was going to hand it off the option play. The mismatch there.
And Roger Craig puts 6 or 8 points on the board.
Jose Cuervo Margarita Bowl 6 is brought to you by the Bonicani Fund, the national fundraising arm of the Miami Project to cure paralysis, and by the Republic of Cuervo Gold Sports Federation, bringing the untamed spirit to the games people play. The Legends sitting on a 6-0 lead here at the Cuervo Margarita Bowl number 6 in San Diego. 4th down now for the defectors.
Now, I think Jim Tunney was mistaken. They crossed the line that has just been covered with sand already, and Jim's picked it up. 1st down.
Yeah, first.
Valpiano drew the 5-yard flag. Is that a surprise?
Not at all. Corliss looking, going across to Greg Valasco. A kid who just made the team this morning in a mass tryout. He had the quickest 40 time. He catches the touchdown pass from Brad Corliss.
It is one thing to have the quickest 40-yard time, but it looks like Brad has found a receiver also. As you see, Corliss will always look one way and throw back against the grain. White Shoes kind of saves the day here because Kick missed it. And watch Billy come in with the quickness and get it to save a touchdown, at least for another play.
Second and goal from the one in the sand. Corliss got Valasco again.
Oh my, we got a game, don't we?
That ties it at 6, and Valasco having a field day.
You know, with expansion, just more and more people are coming in and playing the games than you ever see. Valasco a day ago was wanting to get into the Super Bowl.
Well, great. George Allen made them famous, the mass tryouts. The defectors had one this morning, and they have found a diamond in the rough.
Absolutely. And Corliss is smart enough to use it and polish it up. Of course they will. We've got goalposts, but it's tough to kick that ball between those palm trees right there.
I'm dying to know where they found those things.
You can't run.
On the 2-point play, you cannot run the ball. I think you have to throw the ball. Oh no, looks like they're going to try to kick. Every time we do something here, they do something different. And it's going to be Flutie.
Bill Flutie.
Challenge of Flutie kickers in this game so far.
Doug missed his chance at an extra point. Let's see what Bill can do. Doug's older brother.
There's no rushing. Jim Burt, no rushing, Jim. Jim Burt has never got close to blocking anything, let alone a field goal.
Because of the sand, they are allowed to use a tee, another straight-on shot.
Oh, yeah!
Tell you what, this Flutie family, very talented, Gary.
And a 1-point lead, and the Flutie matches the Flutie for an extra point.
Hey, I thought you said you weren't allowed to show me up.
Right now, Sam Lagana with Doug Flutie.
I thought we said he wasn't allowed to show me up. Wasn't that in the rules?
Well, I don't know what was in the rules, Doug, but apparently you failed and he succeeded.
He had the wind at his back.
Is there some sort of tradition here because your other brother beat you in a major game in the CFL?
Yeah.
Back to you. That one was right through the uprights.
And as it went through the uprights, The clock time expired here in the first quarter. The Defectors lead the NFL Legends 7-6. We'll be back to San Diego and more of Margarita Bowl 6 after this. Cuervo Party Stadium, San Diego, California, Margarita Bowl 6. And the Defectors have a 7-6 lead over the NFL Legends as we begin quarter number 2. And is it any wonder why San Diego is in the Super Bowl rotation? They've come all the way from Saudi Arabia.
We got a high throw. By the time that's caught, it's going to be destroyed.
Oh, an interception! Look at that! Holy cow! That is Matt Burns.
An intercepted lateral for a touchdown.
You know, you're not going
This defector is so new, we don't even have his name yet.
we got a whole list of bunch of guys who tried out this morning. This is one of them. They gave him a number, but not a name.
And that's all he wants is a hug. He's got to dance, though, doesn't he?
I like it. He's got
Sam. Get us his name.
Sam Lagana, please tell us who scored that touchdown.
You got to read these guys. They're not that smart.
We've got Albert Hanneman down here. Pro Beach volleyball player, came out here and played for the Defectors. How'd you make that interception?
We have quick cat-like reflexes. It gives us the opportunity to make those kind of plays.
That's your first big touchdown here in a professional football game?
Yeah, that's my first one, but there'll be another one in about 1 quarter.
All right, back up to Mike and Gary.
Al, I didn't see Albert dance. Did you see? Oh, yeah, there it is. By himself, though, he's got to have the Baywatch lady next to him. It's easy to do it that way. Albert, a Pro Beach volleyball player, out to read that spike that he took right in their face, didn't he?
I'm telling you what, they are enlisting people right off the street. Right. I did not see this guy at the tryout this morning.
And another one. Good. We've got a hot Flutie, don't we?
The hot Flutie is Doug's brother, Bill. He's a wide receiver at Brown University, and as you mentioned, a better baseball player. Looks like the second coming of Luke Roosevelt.
He does, doesn't he? He's going to come back to football before Cleveland comes back to football. Well, very interesting. The Legends trying to get a little cute. Cost them 7 points, and now they're down 14-6, if my count is correct.
Your count is probably correct, but it won't jive with what Jim Tunney has down there.
What has he got? Jim, what is the score to this game?
He is the great equalizer. But for the moment, we'll go with 14-6 Defectors.
Well, the Pro Beach volleyball players are great athletes, so the Legends are going to have to start putting some little effort besides trickery in this game.
Hey, Albert, where'd you come from?
When did you make the team?
He is a ringer for sure.
Another high kickoff.
White Shoes back. He's going to elect to run this one out. This is what got him into trouble the last time. He gets to about the 1 yard line before he gets hammered by a whole host of Defector defenders.
Good pepperoni pizza.
Well, Marvin did go a whole quarter without food, so you can understand it.
A man who was the pizza poster boy for 1997.
It's a good thing those stripes are going the right way on him. It doesn't work, though, does it?
I've heard about the San Diego chicken out here. Is it?
Well, we might see it.
The San Diego pepperonis. Doug Flutie's got his work cut out for him as he operates out of his own end zone and going long for Roger Craig. Intercepted by Greg Valasco. So far, this guy's our MVP. He could take it all the way back before Mark Bavaro finally corralled there. Mark couldn't get a flag.
And Flutie makes the tackle. Literally tackle. That's going to cost him another 5 yards. As Roger Craig stopped on that ball, didn't think Doug could throw it that far, I don't think. And uh-oh, Brad Corliss back in this game.
And he has yet to hit his best receiver. We look at the interception again.
The ball was thrown nearly 3/4 of the field. You see Roger Craig stopped about halfway down the field. He was used to playing with Joe Montana. Someone couldn't throw that far.
Brad Corliss pumps, going deep. He's got There he is.
Man,
Just
right.
talked about him, Albert Huntley, his best receiver, a guy who was an all-Missouri Valley Conference player at Wichita State. He's the real deal, a guy with a 4.4 40, wide open, couldn't hang on.
Well, he showed us he didn't have 4.4 hands on that one. Yeah.
4.4 speed, 12 flat hands.
That's the worst. Brad Corliss put that ball a timing route. Never played with these guys before. Right on the hands and onto the sand.
Matt Burns, the center for the defectors, the biggest player on this team at 6'2", 220, with Jim Burt looking him straight in the eyes.
Oh, Billy Flutie. Flutie with the ball, another candidate for MOP, most outrageous player, or most MVP.
Reminder, join the staff of Bristol University. Chris Berman, Dan Patrick, Tom Jackson, Joe Theismann, and Sterling Sharp, along with a series of adjuncts as Sports Center brings you all the last-minute stories before the big game. Super Bowl 32 is in San Diego, and so is Sports Center. That's tonight at 11:30 Eastern Time.
I was wondering why so many people were in this nice little town this weekend.
Let's go.
Huh? Matt, what's wrong? Okay.
The zone defense, very wide, very soft zone.
Corliss has Jim Burt in his face. Hey, yeah, I like that. And not only did she catch the ball, but she came back to it, which every good receiver does.
Diving catch, a mouthful of sand, but a gamer, as you can see. Corliss took something off that too, didn't he?
And a story to take home to her friends. I don't know if my neck's okay.
Yeah. Fortunately.
Yeah, she looked to the bench and says, get me out of here.
It's enough. Makeup. Methodical drive being put on. We got the first down on that throw. So now 4 fresh downs. Look how far back Brad Corliss.
The spread formation. 6 men along the line of scrimmage, only Corliss back. Boy, he's got a nice arm. And Flutie has done it again. Bill Flutie, that is.
Can Billy Flutie go to Buffalo with Doug?
And in fact, they may take the contract away from Doug and give it to Bill.
That's right.
They could use a tight end, right?
I tell you one thing, he's got to dance. Oh, well, he doesn't dance.
That's right.
Does not dance well enough to play in the NFL, I can tell you that right now. Perfect throw to the outside.
However, when he gets a partner like he has now, he's a little bit more adept at it.
Come to think of it, he might dance as good as Ed McCaffrey, and Ed McCaffrey's in the Super Bowl.
So Bill Flutie, Doug's older brother, has kicked 2 extra points, and he has caught a touchdown pass for 6. 8 points for Bill, 0 for the Heisman Trophy winner.
That's not a good sign, is it? Looks like they've moved back the field goal, the extra point kick. Now it looks like it's at least a 25-yarder, and we got a new kicker.
And again, another guy that we're looking.
This is the unknown kicker right here.
That's right. We've had the unknown wide receiver, Albert Hanneman, from the
that's his last kick.
Pro Volleyball Tour. This kid is going to go. Give me number 8. I'm going out there.
Go and park the cars.
Bottom line, defectors lead 20-6. A look at downtown San Diego, California, of course, the site of Super Bowl 32. But today, here on the sand, about 2 blocks away from the beach, it is the site of Margarita Bowl 6. Sam Logano now with another NFL legend. Sam?
Tony Dorsett, 26. Your team is down. What kind of strategy are you looking at now?
I'm full of pizza. I don't know, man. It's something I think I need to get a lot of water. I mean, my guys, I don't know if it's the age difference or what, but they look like they're running in sand, and these guys look like they're running on the opposition, look like they're running on turf. I don't quite understand this, man. But we'll regroup at halftime and try to make some things happen. But I see we tried some plays, especially on that kickoff that was against my approval, and I got to really get down on some guys at halftime. But I think we'll come out and regroup.
Let's go back up to Mike and Gary.
All right, Sam, not with his approval.
Well, you know what I think Tony needs to do is give him that Tom Landry stare on the sideline. That'll get things cleaned up. And I think now What Doug is going to have to use Bavaro. Somebody tell Flutie that Danielson says use the tight end, okay? Just march it down the field, be patient, nothing fancy.
In the history of these games, tight ends for the Legends have done very well. Russ Francis, just one of those guys. Jim Kick is picking up about 10 yards for the NFL Legends.
One of the guys that interests me most is Conrad in this game, playing center. They're not going to get many passes to him, ineligible. Conrad has really worked hard at this game. He's down to 1 pack a week with his...
1 pack of what?
Yeah, well, whatever, you know.
Gum, beer, cigarettes.
Got a minute to go, huh? In the half. Flutie, that's plenty of time for Flutie.
Throwing back, Craig. Oh, he fumbles the ball, recovers it. But a good indication of why Roger Craig was the only man in NFL history to surpass 1,000 yards rushing and also 1,000 yards receiving. An outstanding pass receiver during his heyday with the San Francisco 49ers.
Well, there's no doubt that Flutie has the talent out there to kind of march the ball down the field. Guy to watch for is Jimi Zimolka. He had an interception last year, number 33. He's got the stocking cap on out there. He's everywhere. Almost forced a fumble on that play right there.
Smallest player on the field at 5 feet 6 inches tall.
Yeah, 1 more inch of sand and he would not have been able to play. Oh, Zimolka on the press.
Look at this.
Oh, Flutie evaded it.
Improvising, finds Jim Kick open. He's got a first down.
Flutie stared Zimolka down, ran to his left, and just found the opening to the right side. Don't you think Flutie can do this in the NFL?
Absolutely.
Mike, I think you're going to see a lot of this for Buffalo fans. A team that could barely get first downs last year are going to score